We're back. I know it was a little hiatus. We're gone.
We got lost in the sugar show.
Yes, we were at the Sugar Show. We were lost in it, and we are just basking in the ambiance. But yeah, man, we missed y'all from last time. We had some good results from the card previous on that Sean O'Malley card. Even though, that was the main event. Yeah, Aljamain and him. And then we also didn't do a show for Singapore because one, it was at 2 a.m. Prelims. I was a degenerate, and I woke up for 2 a.m. and watched it all the way through. But I knew not everyone was down with that type of schedule. So, and also for those that try to shadow ban Gen G on the other channel, that's also why we were gone. Fuck y'all.
You gotta chill. You gotta chill. Beep, chill. Beep.
Yeah, but no, we're a family friendly show here, and we're back.
No, big shout out on that last card, like you just mentioned. Shout out to Korean Zombie. He retired, and what a fight that was. Max, of course, was gonna win. I'm glad I hit the under on that one, but man, they at the end they were throwing it. I woke up for the end of that, and I was kind of drowsy in between.
Yeah, the card was pretty good, but yeah, that Zombie fight it's almost like classic Zombie. Like he was competitive and doing a lot better than anyone expected in the first couple rounds. And then all of a sudden in the third round, he just comes out like, you know what? Fuck this. He just goes out, just throws hands, and of course gets caught just on a clean knockout. Just like so cold.
Hey,
that's him. That's
went out on his like a samurai supposed to, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Is that racist? My bad.
Same continent, different country, whatever. But so shout outs to him, bro. But where does Max go from here? He says he wants to go Volkanovski.
He's saying a rematch with Volk. I remember I had heard rumblings about him going up to 155, but I don't know. He looked good at 145 still. You know what I'm saying? So like,
yeah.
But I guess like he is kind of in a limbo at that weight class. But at the same time, we gotta wait to see what happens with Islam and Do Bronx. Because are they gonna do the rematch between Volk and Islam, or you know what I'm saying?
They should, but then it holds up the whole division as far as like title shots go. But I guess they could sort it out because what's his name was stirring up the field. Ilya Taporia.
That would be good too. Tapora versus Max would be nice because I think Volk is still out from surgery, right?
Yeah, and he was talking about he was starting it up with Sean O'Malley because Sean O'Malley won the belt. Which, by the way, we didn't recap that, but damn, I mean, it was a big upset, but also the way that was like the only way we could envision Sean O'Malley winning with that counter right on the chin and crumbled him. But yeah, Ilya Taporia was talking about, oh yeah, you could face me once you kind of grow up and get bigger because they're in different weight classes. But Sean O'Malley's already talking about going to 145 eventually. Like it's like, bro, a little too soon, bro. You just had a big upset. Just ride this 135. I know it's a tough division. But so is 145, 155. Like any of those divisions are fucking tough right now. Those are the top most competitive ones.
No, yeah, 135 is a Shark Tank right now for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So and then we got Cejudo coming back talking about title shot. Marab's in that mix too, and then Aljamain's talking about rematch.
And then Cheeto's back in there.
Oh yeah, Cheeto's in there. So they're doing Cheeto and Sean O'Malley most likely.
Maybe they might do the rematch for Aljamain too. Also.
I say do the rematch. I'm not even an Aljamain guy, but I say do the rematch because Cheeto, I mean, we cashed on him, by the way, best bet. But man, I mean, he looked cool, but he didn't look championship material. That's all,
But he won every round though, right?
Yeah, no, he won dominantly. 30.
I was really sloshed during that fight.
All we know is we cashed, so that's what mattered. But yeah, man. So Singapore. Oh, we also got to mention before we get to Singapore is Wei Li Zhang Wei Li. She did a little master class, had some scares, almost got submitted a few times, especially in the first round. But overall, she dominated and won every round, and even 10-8'd some rounds for some judges. So, I don't know where she's next, but they're talking about her and your girl, the one that's dating Patchy Mix.
Oh, Tatiana Suarez.
Yeah, Tatiana Suarez. So they're talking about that. That's a good matchup. That's a good one. I mean, that's competitive as well. And we're going to talk about it later, but her arch nemesis, Wei Li's arch nemesis, Rose, is moving up a weight class.
Yeah, on this card, right?
Yeah, interesting. But yeah, I guess any other comments about, any of the cards? Singapore, the
Singapore
UFC
was
champ.
low key. Was low key lit. What was it? The good fight for what's her name's probably gonna get a title fight. What's her name? Aaron Blanchfield.
Oh yeah, that was one of the top matchups, and Aaron Blanchfield pulled through, and it was a close fight at the beginning, bro, and like two rounds, and then she just took over, especially going into the third. She just dominated that last round. She did exactly what she needed to do. Damn near, might I say, she might be white female Khabib,
Nah,
in that
but this
division.
fight was kind of close though. They could have gave it to Suarez too, right? You think? I mean, not to Suarez.
Santos.
To yeah. You don't think it was that close?
I think it was pretty. I mean, I guess anything could have happened with the judges, but I had it pretty clearly 29-28. Some people did a judge have it 30-27 or something?
I don't know. I
That
was a
was a
little
little weird.
groggy, so for sure. That's why I'm just
Yeah.
double checking.
She did, in my opinion, did dominate, especially that second and third round. The first round, Santos came out, looked good, looked sharp. It's just she got gassed too, which she usually does. And that's what happened. Blanchfield just outlasted her. The grappling started taking effect, and she kind of used a lot of time and burned a lot of time. But you're winning minutes when you're transitioning at least into certain positions. It wasn't just pinning on the cage like Holly Holmes does or something like that. It's not just like lean in. It's like, okay, I'm doing this, then I'm moving to your back. And then she doesn't get it, but then she's like, oh, I'll move back to the front. And she just goes back and forth, and just so the ref doesn't break it up, because you're still advancing and moving. So that's the thing. I wish she would have struck more when she was in those like grappling positions, but I think she didn't want to lose position because Santos had some good moments for sure. But yeah, Blanchfield, man, like we said, future champion. I was on Santos on that one. I thought she was good as a dog. I mean, she put up a good fight. But yeah, Blanchfield, future champion, bro.
You think so?
I think so. Maybe not right away, but I think if you put her against Grasso or Shevchenko, I think she got a shot. Yeah. And I really think she got a shot against Grasso.
Not Shevchenko also. That's her only weakness is like her. Well, not even say weakness, but that's where she's lesser than in grappling. Like grappling always gives her like some grapplers always give her like a little fritz. Like even when she fought Santos, right?
Yeah, exactly. No, 100%.
And then that's how she lost to Grasso.
Stand and strike against Shevchenko. That would not be smart. But yeah. So anywho, we'll move forward here. UFC Paris. In the what do they call it? The Land of Love. Is that what it's called?
Chocolate Blue.
Chocolate Blood. But yeah, man, let me Chang's back this week. And since
the card is kind of sketch, like you said, they took off hella fights.
Yeah, they took some fights out. They tried to save the card by putting some of the guys on that's like they were already off the card, and then they paired them against each other because their opponents pulled out. Yeah. So that happened to a couple fights here. So I'm not even going to use the UFC page because some of these are I guess this is the order. The orders are all over the place, man. I really don't know here because Tapology got one thing, UFC got another. But I guess we'll just go with the UFC one first, and then we'll move to Tapology here. First one, man, female fight.
The Unlockables are back.
Yes, Unlockables are back. We got
she's Jacqueline. A big favorite, though, right? She's like a -3 something.
Jacqueline Cavalcanti against Zara Barnes. Yeah, Zara Barnes, big dog. Jackie's probably, -350 right now? I'll take a look. Yeah, Jackie's about -365. I think she actually opened at like a -380, -390. Even so, big favorite. Zara Farnes about a +300. But yeah, man, what do you think about this? I mean, old lady, new guy, but we are in France.
Nah, I'm going with the Calvin Canty off top.
Yeah,
them odds too big, also. So it's just like I wouldn't even touch it. Probably betting because I don't even know that much about these two fighters. I don't think I ever seen one of them fight. So
yeah, I'll touch on some of it. I've seen Zara Farnes for sure fight, but she's not good. She's just hella big, like tall as fuck, striker. She's 39 years old, man. 39, losing streak. So I feel like this kind of her last little.
Oh yeah, she's on a 3-fight losing streak.
But she was originally scheduled to fight Haley Cowan, but Haley Cowan pulled out due to injury, I believe. So that's why it is a short notice fight for the other fighter. So. But, I mean, mid-competition, Rosario Farn fought Josanne Nunes. That's the wrong Nunes, Felicia Spencer's all right, but she's retired. Megan Anderson, we already know. For those that know, she's not fighting no more. So it's looking bad, man. I'm going with the prospect. Obviously too big of a favorite, but I'm gonna throw it in my greasy ass parlay, man. That's what I'm gonna do for sure. This is piece number 1 here.
Okay, I see you.
Yeah, but let's move forward because that's trash. We got the prospect here, Farid Basharat, who's also a big favorite, probably like a -310, -320 against Clayton Rodriguez, who's moving up a weight class, I believe. He's been, I think this is a moving class. Don't quote me on that, but he's been missing a lot of different weights. Oh, sorry. He's been missing his weights the last few fights, and you know how UFC doesn't like that shit at all. You know what I'm saying? So, but what you got? I know you know about Farid.
Yeah, this fool, I think Farid for sure got. He got the way bigger height advantage. Too, like what 3 inches on him, and the way bigger reach. So as long as he try to, play his game, he should take this. What's his last fight?
Yeah, Farid Basharat last fight here was against Damon Blackshear.
Ooh,
and he won by a unanimous decision.
And that's a tough out right there. Damon Blackshear ain't no slouch.
Yep. And then he's from the Contender Series, so Dana White. This is one of the brothers that he's pushing, the Basharat brothers. So you already know they're kind of serving us up. Clayton Rodriguez, he's not bad. He's not a chump, but because he's missing a lot of weight, I think that Dana's gonna punish him, kind of thing, and just be like, "Hey, man, here's your last little shot." He's pretty durable, though. I mean, he went split decision with Vergara and was actually dominating that first round.
No, yeah, and he's only coming off a win too, so he should still be in there.
Yeah, so I mean, if he does finish it, it would have to be, in my opinion, inside the distance. Probably a submission or knockout. But honestly, I don't even think ground game he has the advantage either, because Farid Basharat's pretty well rounded, man. So yeah, I'm gonna add this right here, 2 in a row, another piece of that greasy ass parlay, -310, Farid Basharat here. But I think he could win by inside the distance or by decision is probably the best bet here. Let me see what that's at for y'all here. Basharat by decision is -105.
Damn.
Yeah, that's okay. That's a lot better than -335
for real,
or 330 or something. That's for damn sure. But yeah, man. I think we're on the same page here.
No, we definitely are. We got
all right. Next up, man, we got another unlockable character.
Oh, and she's a beast. I looked at her record. There's Nora Cornell. She be sleeping chicks.
Yes. And we all know about Jocelyn. But
we got Jocelyn Poussey from Orange is the New Black, Edwards. But man, Jocelyn, her last fight, she for sure did some Eddie Guerrero shit, and she got lucky with some liar, cheating, and stealing. The judges gave it to her. I don't know why. I thought every fight of her is you're sweaty if you've been on Jocelyn Edwards. Every fight, like literally.
This is Jocelyn Edwards. Better picture of her here. This is an old picture of her.
Yeah, she's out of Chile.
Yeah, she has. I agree, man. She is kind of sketchy. She is a very good striker, and she is durable.
But even when they even striking, like when they give her like her bread and butter, she's still like she always tries to grapple, and then it's taken down from there. It's like, bruh,
her IQ's not there either, and she fades. Yeah. She is 5'8", so that is pretty tall there. And she's never been knocked out before. But yeah, like you said, Lucy Puladova is her last win, which is a sketchy split decision.
Even the one against Joy Young Kim, that was like, bro, that's crazy.
Exactly.
Look, she on a 3-fight winning streak, so regardless.
But look at the people though, the names like Ramona Pascal. She beat, but she sucks. Ramona is terrible, right? Not in the UFC anymore. Jessica Rose Clark also, I believe, got cut, and she lost to her. And then you got Kara Rose is okay. Yanan Wu, like there's Sarah Alpar. Like, come on, like what kind of this is not a good resume. Nora, she's over here, with the tattoos and the braids. I haven't had much tape on her at all, but I can tell you that I'm going with her. I think as a dog, she's live.
No, she's a plus, super. Oh yeah, what is it? Okay. She plus what?
She was plus 110 last time I looked. I think there's been money on her. Yeah, so there's been some money that trickled in on her, some meaningful money. And in some books right here, Bet Online, she's like -113, so she's even like a pick'em, almost like a league slight favorite.
This girl's an all striker, bro. That's why I could see Jocelyn with her. She got more UFC experience. I could see her making it like a sloppy fight like she does, just grappling with her and trying to drag her, put her against the cage. Because, yeah. We'll
Mhm.
see though. This one I don't want to touch, but it's like it's tempting to go against Jocelyn, but at the same time they was like, man, the judges love Jocelyn Edwards or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. So the over might be okay, but I'll tell you this: if I
Over
haven't
for
bet on
sure.
it, but if I bet on it, I'm not putting Jocelyn Edwards as a favorite. I know there's some love for her out there, but as a favorite, no, ain't no way, no, no way. I'm putting my
But at
money
least
on
it's
that.
just like a pick'em's favorite. Like, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
hella close.
it's a picking favorite, but if money continues to pour in on her, she's gonna be a bigger favorite. And I really wouldn't want her. Like, what if she gets to like minus fucking what? Minus 110 if they come on her, minus 130, 135, that'd be gross.
What's the height of the other
Other
person?
chick, 5'7", I think.
Oh, because
So
they're
she's
close in height.
yeah, they're close. Jocelyn's probably got the reach and the thickness,
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
hey,
it's gonna be close, bro. I wouldn't even touch this one. Like, I don't know.
yeah,
Like
this
this is a sketch.
unlockable theory too. If you're onto the unlockable theory of Gen G, then check out Nora. But other than that, hang loose, man. Yeah, we got. Oh, this one is actually going to be low key a good fight right here. It's going to be a banger. Angelusa versus Reese McKee, man. This is going to be crazy. I think Angelusa is a slight favorite here. Well, actually, a pretty decent favorite, minus 170. There's been some love on Reese McKee, actually. He's now down to a plus
Is that
145.
Ireland?
Yeah, man, and he's real tall. For those that don't necessarily remember him but watch UFC all the time, he is most known for going against Khamzat Chimaev and getting his ass knocked out like everybody else. But he took it on a short notice fight. Shout outs to him. But let me show him some love here. His nickname's Skeletor. 13-4, tall as hell. Looks like he's 6'2" in this welterweight class, man, and he's a knockout guy. He's a finish guy. I mean, if you look at it, he's currently, I believe, Cage Warrior champ or something. He won 3 in a row with stoppage. His losses with Morono and Chimaev, and that's not too bad. So I could see why there's love for him.
Yeah.
But let's check out Angelusa here.
He's from the
9'3",
Congo.
the last ninja. 5'10", so he's not as tall, obviously, but he's definitely muscular.
But he's like a
durable.
tank,
only lost by 3 losses by decision. Hasn't been finished. If you remember, he did beat AJ Fletcher in a crazy fight, pretty close. Lost to Lazez and lost to Jack Magdalena. Della Magdalena, if you guys know, crowd favorite. But yeah, man, what do you think about this?
That is a close fight. If the other guy can't get his chin touched, I feel like there's value on the Reese McKee, the Irishman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But,
it seems like Lusa is the rightful favorite, but
but I just looked at
he
his
has a
record
real
and then
shot of losing.
yeah, I looked at his record and it's like he didn't really fought nobody, and then the people he did fight or win is it's kind of scared, and who he lost to. Like he beat John Howard by decision. John Howard's hella old. You should have slept that fool.
So you
I
don't
don't
got the
know.
power, whereas Reese McKee does have the finishing power, and he goes, but the guys he's fighting are not as good. But he's made a comeback. He had
But at
3 good
least
wins.
3 solid wins. But I don't know if I go on the dairy theory, the demo theory. I don't know. I might have to go with the Hangalusa, but I think there's value in Reese McKee.
Yeah, I can see that. I for the pick, I'm gonna go Lusa, but I don't think I'm gonna lay minus 170 with him.
I probably wouldn't touch this one either, unless I did like a little fuck around cheap parlay. You know what I'm saying, with Reese McKee and then who the fight we were talking about earlier, and John's Edwards or some shit like that.
Something crazy. For people that are interested in this fight, I mean, my best look on this would be Lusa, maybe by points, plus 150. I mean, both guys are durable. Maybe the over 2.5 as well, minus 140 is pretty good. Pretty durable guys, but they are coming out swinging. So you probably gonna clench your butt cheeks for sure. You're going on the over for sure. But yeah, but nothing here. No best bet for me here. That's for damn sure.
Yeah,
see
for
here.
Sure.
One of the rescheduled fights, man. This is what I was talking about when the fights were mixed up and all new and stuff. Lapilis, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but his partner pulled out. Yeah, he was supposed to fight Gafarov, and Gafarov withdrew, and then Lone Ran. I don't know how to say his name either, but he's
Howlin' Lone Run.
Yeah, he was supposed to fight Gamori, and they switched Gamori to fight another person that we'll later touch. So it's gonna be interesting, man.
Yeah,
But
this shit's all messed up.
yeah, this is like what I forgot what card it was like a couple years ago during COVID where they had to just switch everybody up because there's too many people that got COVID that tested positive for COVID. So that was during that era. That was an interesting time for UFC, man.
It was lit.
I
That was
can't
only
even.
sport getting it cracking, man.
Yeah, no, I love it. I mean, that was really made me like confirm that UFC in general and MMA was just like, oh, this is the shit. This is the shit right here. Yeah, UFC won't even let me pull up their shit. So we're gonna go with the Chang. Can you pull up Tapology, please? Okay, Chang, I see you here. Where can we find this man? Oh, here we go. Taylor Lapilus. So I was looking at this guy striking real good. 5-8 here. He's on a 5-fight win streak. He's only lost by decision. So he can't get grappled, but when it comes to the striking department, I think he's right up there here.
No, yeah, that's why this guy's the favorite. But what's the other dude? The Irish.
And then you got Cowland, who looks like that's a huge belt for his body, but he's undefeated. And
Ginger
5-6 10-fight win streak.
Damn, it's gonna be a close one, bro.
And he's a finisher, man. He's been knocking people out, ground and pound, TKO, just with his hands. He got some submissions in there. So maybe he gets in there. So I think this is a worse matchup for Lapilus because I like the matchup
especially
he had before.
It's last minute, and then also it's going to be in France, so he's the hometown, so he's going to be nerves. I usually like the hometown guys to be fucking up sometimes, but
yeah, like the Derek Lewis effect.
This guy sounds like he'll be Gane.
Yeah, so Lapilus is a -160. Lonan is coming back at +140. So this is another situation where I'm kind of like, yeah, I could see the love for the underdog just because he's definitely live. Like, he's gonna.
Yeah, might have to do like a duo Irish parlay with this guy
and the Irish.
Yeah, this guy and the other guy because they're both like +160, 180, right?
Yeah, plus 140 for Lauren and what's the other guy you were talking about? Reese McKee +145.
Yeah, Reese McKee.
Yeah, two dogs right there, man, and you could really get it popping. That'll be a good one. So I can see that. I mean, they're definitely live, man. I mean, for the pick, if I had to gun to head, pick who wins,
I'll have to go like with the favorite off the top.
Yeah, I'm going Lapilus. I think his striking's amazing, and I think at the hometown, he's been there, he's ready to go.
Yeah,
more reach. So, but yeah, I don't know about betting. I'm gonna lay off this one most likely here.
I would probably go with Lapulu also, but I would I wouldn't mind doing like the parlay with the Irish guys for sure.
The look of the Irish parlay. We might have to just do that, just cause.
Just cause put out that good energy out there. Yarn.
Okay. Next matchup here, we got another double unlockable, so you can't even use that theory no more. On the double unlockable,
it's a draw. It's gonna be a draw then.
Morgan Charire. Man, these names are hella hard.
Morgan Charire. It's
and Manolo Zucchini.
Manolo, man.
Man,
man.
I don't know nothing about these two guys specifically. So I really, really, really got nothing for you, but I could tell you the odds here. Let me see here. Oh wow, yeah, Sharari. I do know -330, big favorite. The only thing I did look at them, I did think that he was a lot better, and he's a rightful favorite, but -330 is pretty insane. But at that point, with his resume being better than the other guy, as far as really lasting, really being able to stay in the fight and strike. You could throw it in your greasy ass parlay, but I don't know, man. I don't know about this, but he looks better in the picture. Looks like a more of an athlete. What do you think?
No, what's he look like? I don't even know what they look like.
Oh, my bad. We have the picture here, right here.
Well, okay, he's yoked up. He's bodied up. 18-9 though, so he's not.
Yeah,
he's the big favorite. This guy.
Yeah, -330. He's on a winning streak.
Diego Silva,
he's lost his splits.
Pedro, damn.
He's fought better competition. That's for damn sure. Soren Bach, he's lost to. So he's fought some real guys. He fought Will Gomez, back in some minor leagues. So you see, he's got a lot of fights too. No, he's a striker for sure. And then you got this guy. Once you see the picture, then you're like, wait a minute.
Oh,
this looking sus. So
Manolo Zucchini. This fool, he's an Italian person of color.
Yeah, man. So looks like he won with some finishes and then lost some decisions as well, but has been finished before. I'm, I might throw this in my
Hey,
greasy ass parlay too. That's 3 legs right there, man. Minus
so
330. I'm not throwing this guy. Not this guy.
Zucchini, the other guy.
The brother.
Yeah.
This guy. So
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
that's gonna be my third piece there. But other than that, I got nothing else on this.
Hey, I know the Italian guy might get it done, bro.
Not with that haircut.
That's what I'm
But
saying. He might
yeah,
be on his. He might be on his GTL Dream Team laundry.
maybe,
He looked like a Gotti. You ever used to watch that show, Growing Up Gotti?
Nah, is that one of those E channel shows?
Yes, yes. It's like the Jersey Shore before the Jersey Shore. Like those characters, like, that's where they got it from. It was like John Gotti's daughter, Victoria Gotti, is about like her 3 sons and her, and they're just
Oh,
like the biggest rich kid, like brats, bro. Just got everything, just like
some
hella
mafia
spoiled. It was
family.
like ma, like crying for their mom and shit.
My my meatballs are too small.
That's back in
Oh
the
man.
day.
Man, but yeah, man. Yeah, you got zucchini. You think it's a good worth a flyer on zucchini here?
The other,
Maybe by
the
decision.
18-9 record kind of like that was kind of like sketch because it's like damn. Then the zucchini, he got some finishes, so like you never know, man. On this one might be close, but I mean I would lean with the favorite, especially he's in
Yeah,
France. But at the same time,
France. He got
these
better
guys,
competition though. That's my main
yeah,
thing. Is like his resume is way more impressive on who
yeah,
he's
for
fought,
sure.
and people get better. When they're younger, people do get better over time. Versus like older folks, when you look at their record, then it means a little more because older folks don't get better. You don't just get better at 40 unless you're like Glover to share,
Yeah,
but he only got better for like a couple fights.
yeah. I
So
want to see these guys at the face off, and then I'll probably go from there.
some weigh-ins and stuff. Yeah, nothing worth a crazy shot here. What do we got next
Yeah,
here
because
on
there's a
this?
lot of big favorites. Like, there's a lot of 3-1s. Like, you feel me?
Yeah, and that was one of the this one was originally scheduled. So this one was the reschedule one here. William Gomes versus Gamora,
They
Sodom
got
and
the
Gomorrah.
French mustache Gomes. Look at him.
Man, they don't let me open this shit.
Is
Anywho.
Wemby gonna be there?
But yeah, let me go to their Tapology because they don't let me open that stuff here.
William Gomes.
We'll switch it back up. Let's see here. So we got, he got a real nice picture. He looks like he could be part of the Fresh Prince new reboot,
Little Carlton.
possibly. Yeah, maybe they could replace Carlton. Or maybe they're like, oh, you could be Jazz, the new Jazz.
Hey, there you go.
But yeah, no, this guy, he's on a 10-fight win streak. To me, he hasn't has any power, and he's a great striker though. But he's kind of like, oh, let me touch you up type of vibe. He does have some finishes, obviously, but I think at this level, he hasn't been showing any type of power. I mean, he's fought Francis Marshall and
Hey,
Aaron's.
that's a split decision. That was close. And then
Yeah, I mean, he won. So I think in a point fighting, if it goes the whole 3 rounds, he can win it. And he should win it. I think he's the favorite here. Let me check here. Will Gomez, yeah, big favorite, minus 275 versus Gamora, plus 235. Sorry. So, but yeah, I'll probably my looks here, man. I think I'm gonna go Gomez, as maybe Gomez
they're
by
both
decision.
French. They're both French.
Yeah, man. The Desert Warriors. They're French, but they're different
Ooh,
nationalities or
this guy
races
might
or
come
whatever.
hard. He look like Tony Parker.
Yeah, he's also live, man. 9-fight win streak, 12-1.
Oh, this is gonna be a
Uh,
good fight, bro.
yeah, 12 and
But this
1.
is UFC debut. Oh, this might be the real unlockable, bro.
Yeah, so he could make a big upset here in his home country. So against the fellow Frenchman, Will Gomez is like the biggest name out of the young guys for France right now. As far as like brand new guys out of this card, he's the most well known.
Until he fight
So,
Yanis.
so yeah, I mean, if I would say, yeah, if you want to take a stab on the dog, maybe some value there. If you like Gomez, I would go probably by decision. I think if he wins by decision. I don't think
Yeah,
he
I'm
finishes the
gonna
guy.
see with this one too after the
So
face off stuff like that.
yeah,
Because
they
this
don't
one
have the
could be
props out yet.
like an upset for real. Like they're gonna be both in France. This guy's making his UFC debut. He's on a
Which is
9-fight
tough.
winning streak. Also, like
Yeah, well, the debut, I don't count that usually as a positive. Only certain people, for me personally, because there's some people that be getting shook, especially off Contender Series,
yeah,
on their UFC debut. But no, I think Gomez should win. But as far as minus 275, that's a little too much, and not even worth putting in my my greasy ass parlay. That's not greasy enough for me, bro. I need more grease. But what we got next here? Oh, okay, now we get into some more interesting fights. We're getting on the main card
Yeah, here we
already.
go. Some good.
Okay, OG
Getting
Vulcan,
past the little
Ozdemir,
side. We get into the.
no time, and against Bogdan Guskov, man. Let me see here. What do you think, man? You know this guy, Ozdemir. We all seen him
Yeah,
fight.
everybody knows Vulcan, man. He's been in there for a minute. I know there was one recently fight where I bet against him and he for sure fucked off my parlay.
Yeah, last
But
fight here, he lost against Nikita Krylov by decision though, so he did last, but he just pretty much got
and
out
then
grappled. He's a fierce
but
striker.
still, look at that competition who he's lost to. Look, Yuri
Mhm.
Porshaka, Magomed Ankalaev, right?
Yep.
And then he beat Paul
Rakic,
Craig, and then Nikita. Hey, this is gonna be a close. This is Vulcan's fight to win.
and
So
then he's lost to Reyes, Anthony Smith, Daniel Cormier, fucking
no, yeah.
He beat. So look, he's fought pretty much the who's of
No,
UFC in his division. You
that's what I'm
know,
saying. This is like his fight to win. What's the Brodgon? What's his name? Brodgon's record.
the other homie here, Bogdan Guskov, he's 14-2, and I did actually watch tape on this guy as well. He's one of those guys that comes in and just throws haymakers, type of like he wants to finish everything. He wins by knockout. But with that, when it comes to another striker, I don't think he's fought anyone that's at the level even close to Volkan.
Yeah.
So, and obviously Volkan's a favorite. Let me look at this here.
No,
Volkan
yeah. Volkan's
is.
a favorite, like minus 180, I think.
Mhm. Yeah, he's about minus 180. Yep, minus 180.
And another guy's
Guskov
like
plus
plus
155.
155. Yeah.
So, for me, I would probably look at I'm gonna go with Ozdemir for the win. But as far as bets
Maybe
go,
the under.
I would say the under is at minus at 1.5. The under is minus 130, under 1.5. So
Oh, under
if they
one and a
say it's gonna
half.
be a knockout
Ooh.
fight, both these guys are finishers. I'm gonna say look at Volkan by knockout. What is that here? By knockouts plus 115. That's okay.
And this is this
Um,
guy's UFC debut.
Yep, it is his
Mm.
debut, man.
Nah,
So
yeah. I think Volkov, like, I try to write him off, but I think he still got some juice in the tank, and if he is gonna show it for sure.
this is gonna be his last shot. If he wins, there has been money steaming on him. He opened around probably I don't know about open, but last month, probably a month ago, he's about minus 150. Now he's all the way to minus 180. So there's been some respected money on him, which I agree with. So I'm gonna look at this. This might be one of my best bets. But at the same time, there's one of those fights where if Volkan's gonna lose, he's gonna get finished probably. You know what I'm saying? He's just gonna get knocked out completely because that's what this guy does. That's all he does. So,
Yeah.
but it's gonna be a banger for sure. Let's see what we got. We got another one. Okay, so these last three fights, man, has been gotten me going back and forth, going crazy. I didn't understand some of the stuff. I'm going against a lot of the line movements.
Benoit.
Yeah, all this stuff.
Can't go
So,
can't go against a guy named Benoit.
oh yeah, because we all know what he does. He's a family man.
He's a straight beep.
But yeah, man. So we got the hometown favorite, home crowd favorite, man. Benoit Saint Denis, 11-1 against Thiago Moises.
Moises, hey, he's been there. I thought Moises was gonna be a good prospect when I forgot who he beat. But I thought he was gonna be, and then he lost to some dude like on a random. I was like, oh yeah, he's not really about it. So I think, and Benoit was asking for like top competition for this fight. So I think he's in there like it's just like he's feeling himself right now. But there's also like a big test because Thiago, he's been in there with the he's been in there with Islam. So that's the creme de la creme. So
yeah,
and it
man.
went like wasn't it like didn't it go all rounds
Who?
with
Oh,
Islam and
Moises.
Thiago?
No, I think he finished him. I'll check right here. No, he lost in the fourth round. So he did go 3 rounds. And in the fourth round, he lost in a rear naked choke to Islam and lost to Joel Alvarez. That's the only 2 guys that he lost to.
I
Since
think that
he's
was the
joined
fight
the
that Joe
UFC.
Alvarez. It was like, oh, come
Yeah,
on, bro.
and I'm big on Joe Alvarez. Joe Alvarez is hella good, minus the weight cuts. But I think those 2 guys are very respectable to lose to.
Of course.
But here's my big thing. So this whole thing is there's been all nothing but love for Benoit Saint Denis, like crazy. Because understandably, he fights you running. He's durable. He's always comes out swinging, and even when you feel like he's about to get knocked out, he's still fighting. He's well rounded. He could strike. He got power. He
I
could
mean, look,
grapple.
his
So
nickname
I
is
can see
the
that.
God of War, bro. Can't go against this guy.
Yeah, a lot of similar. And that's the big win he had. He upset Ismail Bonfim, one of the
Yeah.
Bonfim brothers. So that was his biggest, really the biggest win. He beat Gabriel Miranda, which is pretty decent here. Nicholas Stoltz. And then he lost to R.I.P. Zaleski here. So that's the only loss. I mean, that's a respectable loss as well. So, I would say I understand, man. He's actually a big favorite now, or a decent favorite. What was he? Here, yeah, so he's a minus 155, and he actually opened as the dog
Yeah, it's not bad though. Like that's good value on this guy because this fool's straight up like killer and like like he
in the hometown.
27. He got the height on him. It's gonna be a good one. But Moises also is like a great fighter. So, but I would say
Yeah,
I would lean towards the Chris Benoit life, Chris the Crippler. You know?
yep. I'm going. So this is where I've been going back and forth. As a dog, I was like, yeah, I'm all on Saint Denis. But now that he's minus 155,
yeah,
and I'm getting what plus 135, and it's probably gonna be more money on him. So Moises is probably gonna go up to plus 140. If it gets to plus 150, I probably have to fire on my boy because I'm actually a big Thiago Moises fan. I think he's underrated for sure. It is a tough matchup for him, and he's always fighting the best guys, man. He's always fighting top competition from the beginning, so it is tough for him. But he's pretty durable. He did get rocked a couple times, but
he for sure has the more time in there and like with the more experience. So I could see that like winning him. But I think the other guy's like a killer. But I would damn near go like the over on this one because I feel like it'll go all three.
Hey, look at some of these, man. You kind of forget he beat Jamal Emmers, right? He lost to Beneil Dariush. You know, what I'm saying?
Bro. I thought this guy was gonna be
Michael
the
Johnson.
one, and then he lost. He took those double L's or he took the loss to the Joe Alvarez. I was like, oh, he should have won that.
Damn. Well, he got finished. That was the big problem, that he got finished by Alvarez. But Alvarez is super good.
Yeah,
Alvarez is like another huge prospect. But keep in mind this too. After all that resume that we talked about with Thiago Moises, he's only 28 years old.
No, yeah, he was like a prodigy though.
So
That's why he was like bred to like be a fighter because he's been out of like ATT. I remember he moved from so and so just to go train and shit. Like he's been like that's like his calling. I mean, it's gonna be a close fight. Look, they both like the same age. He's 1 year older than Benoit.
Yep. No, Benoit does have the home field advantage for sure with the crowd
Benoit
on his
just
side.
got like that. He just got that killer in him. Like you know what I mean. My bad, no pun intended. But he just like he's in there like to end you.
Yeah,
bro.
he does.
Like,
and he has the
way
chin.
he looks. You like Matt Brown and shit. You feel me?
And he is more durable. I would give him that. I think durability is a huge thing, and him being that durable is a big advantage for him. But yeah, at the dog price at this point, I have to go with Moises. But yeah, I think I'm excited for this fight. I think
it's gonna be a good fight. God of War.
Yeah, man.
Blue.
Here we go. My arch
nemesis. Your favorite.
My arch nemesis, Rose Namajuanas Marijuanas. Man, I got a light one for Namajuanas. Do you smoke Namajuanas?
Hey, Marion Fionio, this ain't no like this is gonna be a hard fight for Rose.
Man, this is crazy. And you know what? This is like we talked about earlier in the pod. Rose is moving up a weight class. I believe this is at 125. And Fiore is minus 170 right now, but she was a bigger favorite when she opened up. And I understand like Rose as a dog sounds extremely tempting. You know what I'm saying? But just like the last situation and the next situation we're going to talk about too, for me, I'm like big on Mana Fiore. I think she's pretty decent all around, minus her stance is a little stiff and weird. But that's because she's too muscular. But I think she could just overpower Rose. However, Rose has better BJJ, not better grappling necessarily as far as wrestling, but way better BJJ. So she on her back, she can't submit Fiore if she fucks around. So
and I think Rose could sleep her too. I mean, she slept the Asian sensation of Weili Zhang, bro. So don't put that past her either. If the whole thing about Rose is just always her mental game, bro. Like she's her own worst enemy. Like she can't get past like shit in her head all the time because I mean the talent's there. It's been shown. You've seen all kind of flashes from her. She does incredible things. Like on the Ultimate Fighter, she was finishing people with flying triangles or flying arm bars and shit. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, but I think that era's over, and I think her time is just she's ready to just plant a farm in the back and just,
No, but
you
at the
know,
same time, like you said, like about that French guy, like maybe fighters when they were younger, because like what I'm saying, she took some L's. Because how old is Rose?
Rose is 31, so she got time still. She should
Damn,
be in her prime.
she been in the game for a minute, bro.
Exactly, and I maybe her passion isn't at the same level. She feel like, she's been champion. She don't really got to prove anyone. Look at everyone's defending her. Everyone thinks she's the best.
Oh yeah.
Like as far
Oh, see,
so.
I thought she lost in like MMA to Gillian Robertson, but that's a grappling match. So
Yeah, no,
shit.
no. So she lost to Carla Esparza.
Yeah,
If
and
you
that
guys
was like,
remember the
yeah, that fight
most
was
boring,
crazy.
and it was a split decision. And yeah, like did I think that it was controversial decision? Whatever. I thought Rose won that possibly, but at the end of the day, I feel like nobody won that, and I feel like a lot of people agree with that sentiment of nobody won.
Yeah.
So they should have just like rematched, but no one was the champion. Like strip them of the title, be like, one of you guys are fighting for the championship again, and this is it. But and I think that the wins over Weili Zhang obviously was like the biggest wins possibly of her career, right?
Well, nah, look at that.
Minus winning the
She
belt.
beat Joanna at the height of Joanna's career, also. So Rose is she's
True.
alive. She's a live dog, brother. Well, it
But that was
depends. We'll see.
2018. I just wanted to
Yeah, that's
tell
it.
you that.
Nah, yeah, but
Yeah.
that's the thing with the women fighters. They got more juice, but like I said to begin with, it's all about her mental game. If she's not right in her head, she's her own worst enemy.
Yeah.
And
So
this is a good
I'm not
this
putting
is
my
a good
money on that.
opponent though for her at least. Like this is a my for now. Like she's solid like you said, but she's like a point fighter kind of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she's a point fighter, but she's pretty well rounded everywhere. Minus, I don't think the advantage on BJJ. I think obviously on the feet, Rose is gonna be a lot quicker, probably a lot faster,
Well, it's
more
a new weight
movement.
class too, so we'll see.
Yeah, she should be faster than Manny Fiore, but Fiore, I think, has the power. I think is gonna be able to, if she close space, I think she's gonna be able to do it. And for me, if I'm gonna, for my money, obviously resume is not comparable. The new person versus Rose, who has an incredible resume, it's not comparable. But I just don't want to bet on a mental case. I
No,
don't
I
think this is
mean,
my best bet, but I'm going Manny Fiore for the pick. I know a lot of people love Rose, and I understand, and I could definitely see it. But to me, I'm going with the next generation. I think Rose is moving up for a weird reason. Like, why is she moving up?
she don't want to cut weight, bro. You seen the way
Yeah, exactly.
You see the way Lemos look cutting weight. She was literally dying.
Yeah, they all do. So I feel like that's just another step towards not towards the
But it
championship.
also could be like
Away.
It's also could be like rejuvenation too. So like we'll see though. That's all that matters gonna happen. Like because yeah, she's gonna be in
Yeah,
there, and if
that's
she
that's
looks like
exactly what I'm saying. For all those reasons, there's too many what ifs on the Rose side, and it's
that's the
like,
fight game.
but whereas I know what I'm gonna get from Fiore. As far as results, we don't know, but I know that Manny Fiore is gonna go in there and she's gonna try to throw hands. Whether she wins that game or not, I don't know. But as far as what she's going to do, her game plan, you know exactly what you get from her. She's going in there. She's going to try to bully her strength. She's going to strike. She's going to try to close a little space. And that's her game. With Rose, it's like she could do this. If she plays this version of Rose, then yeah, she'll be the world champion. But it's like, when's the last time we saw world champion her? I guess against Weili Zhang. But that last one, the decision was sketch, by the way.
Yeah, that was a terrible fight from both
IMO.
ways though. So you feel me? Like can't really.
No, I'm talking about when she fought Weili, the rematch, and she beat Weili again.
Oh yeah,
It was
yeah.
a split decision.
It was
It was
competitive though.
close.
She won by the
Yeah.
grappling.
So you need 2021 Rose. That was back in 2021. You don't want 2022 or after Rose. So it's like, which Rose are we gonna get? I don't know.
Hey, well, like you said, she's on the decline, but hey, it's a good value on the champ. But it's all about like she's coming up in weight, so like we'll see. But I'm for sure going with Rose.
Yep. And then we got here finally the main event. This is a great matchup, man. They always want to, pair the different styles together. Cyril Gane versus Sergey Spivac, the polar bear. Man, I love these guys, man. If Cyril Gane is probably one of my favorite fighters in the heavyweight division. I just love his vibe. His whole vibe is just tight to me.
His grappling's terrible.
Yeah, well, he's a kickboxer purely, so he's been not existent with the grappling, but he's new. He's gonna grow, and there's been a lot of love on Spivac, which I totally understand, because when you get a grappler, especially in the heavyweight, versus someone that doesn't grapple, then it's like, okay,
especially it's a 5-round fight
automatic.
too.
Yeah, it's automatic. So what I'm gonna do here, and this is the same situation as the last fight and the fight before the last three fights, is all that money's coming in on one way. I'm gonna wait till I get the best price possible. And if I get a minus 150 on Cyril Gane, I think he's like minus 170 right
160.
now. 160. Yeah. So it's very possible he's going to be minus 150. If I get something like that or better, I'm going to be firing Cyril Gane, man. I think people forget. Now that he's lost to, and let me pull it up here. He's lost to John Jones really quick.
And Francis.
Yeah, and Francis due to the grappling.
Yeah, then you got out grappled by Francis. That's where it's like, fuck.
Yeah, I think that's when it's perfect time for me to buy in, man. This is what sports betting's about. Right when everybody's off somebody or on somebody, that you want to come the opposite way.
But he's a favorite though, right? It's like shit.
Exactly. He's still a favorite for a reason, right? I mean, maybe that's a little bit of home field advantage. He's headlining France.
Yeah. People sleep on the polar bear, but
I love the polar bear
game too. But I can see what's his name taking him down and just mauling him easy.
I feel like that's the only way he's gonna win. Is
of course
either he gets him down.
He's not gonna beat him standing.
Yeah, I mean his striking is not terrible, but his speed is not even close to
but he
what
got
Cyril Gane is.
Them clubbing shots, because you seen what he did to Derek Lewis.
Yeah, anyone that's been a striker, Gane has been able to beat up. You saw Tai Tuivasa. Tuivasa had his moments to knock out.
Go to the other guy's record.
Spivac, this is my boy. He's one of everyone knows.
We already know like his outcome for Cyril Gane, like the key to beat him. It's all about if you can execute it.
Last time he dominated Derek Lewis with a submission arm triangle choke. And then
but that was like they were chunking him at first.
Yeah, and here's the thing about Spivac. I really loved him as a prospect because look at the people that they matched him against.
Yeah,
the worst competition minus Tom Aspinall, which he got lost. Finished in the first round right away because Tom Aspinall's the next possible champion probably.
Yeah, sure. Hey, just got a bet.
Augusto Sakai ass. Greg Hardy working at Target. Fucking Alexei Oleinik. Like
OG.
I mean, he's good, but he's real old. Jared Vanderall, like bro. Yeah. Carlos Felipe, he lost to Tybura, who's decent. He actually beat Tuivasa, so but submission as well. He lost to Walt Harris. Like, I mean, what are we doing here? It is heavyweights, but I gotta go. I can't go against my guy here, Cyril Gane. Yeah. Cereal Milk Gane.
Hey man, see, Gane just gonna have to just sprawl and brawl and just trying to finish him, like knock his ass out. I probably would go Gane and then by the TKO for sure.
And I think this is gonna be actually a bigger, I guess, turning point in Gane's career. So if he loses, then it's really like at this point it's too much of a pattern, and you're not getting better at the takedown defense because at this point your coach should know at least that's what everyone's going to do to you no matter what. They know they're not going to stand and strike against you. Why would they? So it's like at this point all you should be drilling damn near is takedown defense, and even if he doesn't, he still gets taken down. As long as you see the improvement in the grappling and the defensive grappling, then you have some promise still, and I can still believe in you. But at this point, if I do see Gane just get taken down with ease and he has no answer, like where he can't even get up, he can't do nothing, because I think he underestimated John Jones last time, and he said he did too, where he didn't realize John Jones' grappling was like that level, like
but come on, but at the same time that's cap, bro. Like you got out, like I just said earlier, like you got out fucking yoked by Francis and Ngannou grappling, like come on a bum leg.
No one expected that.
But that's what I mean. That just shows you like how you gonna take John Jones grappling lightly when fucking what's his name, fucking just mauled you with himself, like and just simply just dragging you to the ground. And you couldn't do nothing because I think Francis wasn't even doing nothing either. He wasn't trying to do no damage or anything. He was just taking.
No, he literally just held on for his for dear life.
You feel me? And then he couldn't do nothing to get out of that. So it's like
So we'll see. I mean, that was it 18 months ago.
But the thing, this guy's such a freak athlete, Cyril Gane. Like, come on, he like dunks basketballs, like, come on, and like windmill dunks and shit, not just no regular slam dunks. So just like it's all about if he, like you said, he didn't take it serious, but they also say that he doesn't take fights serious in his off time. He's not training like when he's not fighting.
Playing FIFA.
So you know what I mean? It's all about like how did you feel with that loss against John Jones, where it's like people actually like gave you a shot against this guy and then you kicked him in the balls the first shot, and then you just got took down and tapped in like 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that just shows you the level. So, but you broke it down right with the Sergey Spivac. Like he's been fighting like you could not to disrespect, but he's been fighting low key tomato cans. You know what I'm saying? So it's like damn.
Yeah.
This is both
And
a
then when
true
he
test.
fought big competition, he actually lost, which, I've been with Spivac the whole time, and I'm like, yeah, there's some of those ones I thought he could win against,
Yeah,
like,
also against Derek Lewis. Derek
Kimura.
Lewis like died the night before that fight. He said like he literally like they should have like
Mhm.
not let him fight because he did the things where he fainted during his weight cut.
Yeah. Let's see here. As far as
Yeah, I'm
betting
going
goes,
with
I mean,
I'll go with Gane by like not on Gane and then like a prop get the knockout too. You feel me?
this is one of my best bets. I'm just gonna go with it. At this point, I can go minus 160, but I'm gonna wait to bet it until minus 150 or better. If it does it right before the fight time, then I'll just bet it. But another look for this for me would be like Cyril Gane by KO plus 115 looks all right. Um, if you like the other side, there is some value. If you like the dog, you may be going for submission plus, what is it, plus 400, I guess, for the other guy, or inside the distance.
What about TKO?
KO is 475 plus
That
475 for
would be the
Spivac.
value I feel like because I feel like he could just take him down and then like his nickname is the polar bear and just start mauling the shit out
Yeah,
of him.
that's how he's gonna win. Sometimes he might end up finishing a choke. I don't know what's the inside the distance one. Inside the distance, Spivak plus 250. That's okay.
What is
I
it?
mean,
What's the prop for like over? Is it 2.5 or 1.5? I mean,
it's
or
at 2.5 right now, but it's at plus money, plus
yeah, well,
130.
because it's a 5 round fight.
Yeah, I mean, over might not be a necessary bad look, but I think it's gonna obviously. I don't think he's gonna go 5 rounds.
Hey, you never
So
know though,
I'm not.
because it could be like a whole lot of him trying to just point fight in and out. Not get close so he won't grapple.
Yeah,
But
I
then
mean,
it's
he
in
kind of
France though.
needs
He's
to do
gonna go
that.
hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he might get grappled. We'll see. We'll see what it is. But I mean, for me, I'm gonna cheer because in my head, I'm thinking, when am I ever gonna get Cyril Gane at this price in France, especially in France again? You know what I'm saying? Usually
No,
he's
and then
a
he
hometown favorite.
has a lot to prove, like coming off that loss and like the way he did lose so easy. So like
Yeah, but there is a lot of sharp money on Spivak. So for those
I
out
mean, because
there,
it's good
that's a sharp
value in
shot.
him because he's the kryptonite for serial game. You know what I mean? He has
Yeah, the
a
style.
little bit of grappling skill. That's all you need. That's what it looks like. You might just need a little bit. So
Yeah,
serial got to show that. Hey, I ain't no punk on this shit. You got to just boom, try to end him quick with some knockouts or some shit.
yeah, for sure. Well, let's
I
see
mean,
what
with
what
some
uh,
like some uppercuts or something. I feel like that's how he needs to get him out. Just boom.
what are we doing here for best bets?
Here, I'm gonna do a
So we got maybe like two picks here and that parlay. Greasy. That's greasy.
as greasy as it can be. Yeah, I'm gonna do the little. This is gonna be like a 4 banger, little 4 bang ski. The Calvin Canty.
Colin?
Um, what else? Benoit, Chris Benoit, Saint Denis, Volcan,
Okay.
and Serial Bon Men Gamin game.
What you got? You got two picks or two straights?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a
Or what?
here's a straight. Here's a straight of I'm gonna do Rose straight,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna do a. Actually, I'm gonna do just another parlay. I'll do the do a clincher. I'm gonna do a clincher booty hole parlay. Jocelyn Edwards and Rose.
The real puncher, Jocelyn or Rose. Okay,
Yep.
that's two bets. We got two. You got one more for the peoples.
Or just like a straight.
Yeah, preferably.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably do straight also where I feel like he is gonna get it done. The Benoit, Chris Benoit, going
Benoit.
hard on him. So sometimes you guys mind to go against me. We both win.
Yeah, for me, man, I'm gonna go best bet here. Cyril Gane. Um, Cyril Gane. I'll go specific here. I don't want to just give you guys a minus 160. Cyril Gane by KO. What is it, plus 115 right now?
Yeah, that's what I would do too for Gon. Like
Cyril
I
Gane
don't
by
see, like you said, the
KO.
points. It could happen, but then at the same
Mhm.
time, I feel like Gon to win, he needs to get him out of there.
Yeah.
fast.
I don't know what the odds are now, but some books will have a double chance. So you could pick two outcomes. For example, you could go Gane by decision or KO and not to submission. So if he gets a submission, you won't win. But he's not going to go for submission. But I would say
he be
that the
subbing
odds are
fools
probably,
though. He do be subbing fools.
yeah, he does try to go for like leg locks and
He's
like
won by leg
fucking
lock, so that's
yeah,
pretty gnarly for
yeah.
a
So,
big French heavyweight.
yeah, maybe we just go inside the distance. But I'll go KO plus 115 there. And then what else I got here? Who's that lady? Fiorat.
That's your girl.
Fiorat, what's her by decision here? Decision plus 125 versus Fiorat by decision. I'm gonna go with that plus 125 by decision. Yeah, I'm usually not a prop guy. I sprinkle on the prop, but so most likely I'm gonna bet these ones straight too in real life. So just so y'all know. But for the sake of the show here, I want to give you guys some plus money this week. Since we've been on a streak, with some straight, I want to just for the parlay, let's get it greasy here. Real greasy. I wanted that Calvin Kajic girl. What's her name?
Calvin Conti.
Calvin Conti. She's at minus 365 right now. Calvin Conti. What was the other? Oh, Fareed Basharat minus 345 right now. Morgan Shariri minus 330 is in there. And then last but not least, I might throw a four piece for y'all here. I mean, I guess those three right there would get you around plus money.
Don't forget about the little fun one. Look at the Irish parlay.
Oh yeah, and then if you guys want to get real funky with it, two dogs together, the luck of the Irish from Nestro here, which was the homie. What was it? His name?
I forget. One of them is McGahee, or what was it? And
I see right here. Lauren plus 140. Howlin Lauren plus 140. Parlayed with Reese McKee plus 145. I think. What do you think that gets you here?
That's like that gets you probably plus 300 or something. Right?
I'm gonna check. I'll check right for you right here. Plus 145, plus 140.
Also would be fun.
I get you like a plus 480, plus 490.
Ooh, that's fat.
Not bad.
$10, $20 on that.
10 gets you almost $50.
You feel me? Also, I wanted to say on these like big, when they go overseas and sometimes the energy is so wild. Like the last France card was crazy, right? Like they were going crazy out there.
So yeah, it was also like the first time they ever had an event.
A fun little parlay. Also, if you want to just fuck around, is just bet all the France fighters. You know what I'm saying? Just never know. It might be the luck of the Eiffel Tower.
Like get Eiffel Towered after you get some Eiffel Tower.
You feel me?
Oh yeah, another honorable mention, not official pick, but I was talking about Gomes by decision. The prop's not out yet, so I don't know what it is, but it'll make that 275 much better.
Nice.
So yeah, but yeah, man, appreciate y'all for coming through. I know we skipped that Singapore, but we're back here, and as long as there's cards, we're gonna try to get this out to y'all, man.
You feel me? I appreciate y'all for coming to the SmokeOut and smoking it down with us, man. You heard me?
Yeah, man. So if you guys could like and just put a comment, put your picks down. Whether
you
want to follow, fade,
put some info on there, like what you think. Maybe you got some inside information that you could tell us why so and so is gonna win or anything, man. Give us some stats, whatever, man. Just interact with it and appreciate y'all for
share the shit.
out
Appreciate
again.
You. Peace.